You know, the Bible says, "Vengeance is mine," saith the Lord. Um, and make no mistake about it. In this life or the next, what you do, as far as who you hurt, especially little kids and stuff like that, man, I would hate to be in your shoes. All you people that's doing something to these little kids and stuff that's been coming up missing. Do you know? Now, people don't talk about this number much, but let this sink in. 800,000 kids a year come up missing. 800,000. Okay? 800,000. Okay, did that sink in there? Okay, that's a lot of kids. And you know what makes me mad? I guess it's just been building with me. I'll tell you what makes me mad. I could get pulled over out here for doing 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, get a $185 ticket, okay? If I don't show up to court for that ticket for going 5, 10 miles an hour over the speed limit, whatever. Guess what happens? Joe's driving down the road. He gets pulled over. Next thing that happens, other cop cars. Looks like the entire SWAT team, the FBI and CIA, all is out there to arrest me for a bench warrant for not showing up to court over a speeding ticket. Yet, these stinking women, these demoniacs, who somehow are detached from reality, like that Bellows woman who trotted her little tail off to Hawaii with this other woman's man, and she was some other woman's wife or some other man's wife. Somehow the man got murdered. The woman suddenly just died at age 49, perfectly healthy. And now these two little gems have trotted off to Maui or Hawaii or Kauai or whatever that island is, and there's two kids missing, one young little boy and then a teenager. Here she is in front of the camera, and you got Dateline, you got all these different people, 2020 walking around. Where's your kids at? Where's your kids at? Hey, where's your kids at? And then she looks back. We're going shopping. No comment. No comment. Don't bother me. They're going to their little designer shopping, and they're going to the beach, and it's no comment. No, this ain't funny. Even though I'm making a lot of this at this moment, this ain't funny. And then what happened? What happened when I was watching this on TV? The police knew exactly where these people were at, but then told these investigators from the TV show, yeah, don't approach them, because we're watching them. We you know, um, and then they had 5 days. This woman did to deliver her kids to the courthouse. That she had 5 days to bring these kids in. What happened after 5 days? Investigators stayed there. Nothing. Here she is going out again. Whether she's going shopping, out to eat, just going out and just living life. You know why? Because she just got a big settlements and stuff and this and that from, well, she was supposed to get a settlement, but I mean, they got money and this and that from these deaths and stuff. And the point is, forget all the semantics as far as the actualities of the cases and stuff like that. Forget all that. Okay, there's a woman in my area down here. Um, the police know that she's lying. She's told 3 or 4 different tales now. The grandmother says that she took the baby and sold it. So we're talking about a little 16-month-old baby here. And so um, since the woman won't speak. And this has been going all the way back past Casey Anthony on to some other women, but Casey Anthony was probably one of the biggest ones who's, uh, her baby is obviously dead, and she's out here at the club dancing and this and that, and then they can't get no direct answer out of her, so she gets to walk. And then these grandparents, oh, we're sticking by our daughter. We believe in our daughter. We love our daughter. What about your grandbaby? What about that innocent little baby? What about Kaylee? What about the little baby? That innocent little baby, that nightmare on Elm Street, murdered and put in a shallow grave just so she could go out partying, or just stuffed her in something or whatever and left her in the trunk, chloroform, whatever the case may be, you know. And then the grandparents want to reconnect with Casey. And no, 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 no. You raised a little demoniac that needs to be put in prison. But she's out here free. And then this girl here, down here in this area, they've got several stories. They can't arrest her because she's lying. But now these women are starting to see a pattern. They know that they can literally either sell their kid or murder them, and as long as they don't talk. Now, this little Jim down here, after she wouldn't talk, she ran away, and they couldn't find her. So she was kind of on the run. She comes back pregnant. Why? So she can't have to take a lie detector test. I can't take a lie detector test. I'm pregnant. Well, yeah, that's true. It doesn't mess with the lie detector examination or whatever, I'm told. So does pot. So does benzos, with like Xanax and all that stuff too. You know, where is common sense justice? Drug can miss court over a traffic ticket, and the friggin' SWAT team, CIA and FBI. It looks like I'm, helicopters swarming over and everything like that. Like I've just murdered the Manson family myself, or something. And then these women, all they gotta do is go sell their kid or murder them, and as long as they don't talk or they keep contradicting their stories like that, you see them walking out of the jailhouses or walking out of the wherever they're at to go run around this and that, and they don't care that you call them baby killer. They don't care that you're giving them hell online. These women are detached. They have a demonic spirit. They went out here and opened their legs to the devil. Okay, and they've gotten pregnant. Then they meet some guy, and the guy's like, well, I love you, baby. I love you, but if you just didn't have that kid, if so and so wasn't around, it could just be me and you, and we could ride off into the sunset just like a movie. Just like a movie. We could be just like James Dean, just riding off in a sports car in the movie. Just me and you if you didn't have that little kid, that little nightmare, that little monster. I hate that little kid. I mean, just tell the truth. You hate that little monster. You hate that little kid. You love that woman. And you can't stand that stank kid. Tell the truth. That's the truth. But you know what? These are precious little babies. I don't care if they're mean. I don't care if you don't like them, whatever. These are precious little kids. These mothers ain't having to answer for it. You know what they need to do? Let me tell you what they need to do. They need to put these women in the darkest holes of any kind of horrific prison with spiders and bugs and everything like that. Give them a cockroach bread sandwich a day, one piece of bread with cockroach spread over it. And if they get thirsty, have a football team of jocks right up above, right in the hole that they're put in. And after practice and stuff like that, let them all come in and take showers, and then let the water drain down into the drain. Then poke a little hole in the pipe and stuff, and then let it drain down into the rocks. And then when they get so thirsty they can't stand it, they have to go over and drink that bath water. I guarantee you do that for it wouldn't even take a day, but you do it for a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, just in spite of the fact that they won't answer honest questions to where their little babies are at. And the blood of those babies, if they're dead, are crying to the ground to the Lord for vengeance. They're crying out to the Lord, just as when Cain slew Abel, the blood of him cried out unto the Lord, and the Lord knew it, and he came walking through And then Cain said, my brother's keeper. And then God said, your brother's blood cried out unto the ground. And that's the same thing going on. And I guarantee you put these women in that hole with that cockroach sandwich, that cockroach jam sandwich, and bath water to drink from the nastiest, sweatiest, losingest football team around, trickling down from the rocks. For about 3 weeks, they would come out of that hole singing like Elvis Presley and Johnny Mathis and Bo Blue Eyes himself put together where them babies are at. Well, I stuffed them down in a hole and buried them in a shallow grave. I mean, they come out there singing their brains out where them kids are at. What is wrong with justice? What is wrong with this corruption that's going on? What is wrong with a woman being able to go home, when she can't produce a child? Well, we ain't got enough to build the case. Yeah, you do. The child's gone. Don't tell me you ain't got enough to keep that woman in jail. Don't tell me you ain't got enough to put that woman in the deepest, darkest, stinkingest pit there is when she can't produce the child. That is enough. Okay, where's your child? I don't know. Okay, then you get the lecture chair. Where's your child? I don't know. Well, you got the firing squad at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning if you don't let us know. The end. The end. Problem solved. What is wrong with this place? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to. You know what? Ultimately, God is the ultimate judge, and they will have to answer for this. And even though I've made light of it, and even though I've kind of, acted like a fool, what's foolish is, what's really foolish, as stupid as I just acted, as ignorant as I just sounded. What's even more stupid and more foolish and more ignorant is how these women that can't produce their child are getting to walk free and go on and enjoy life and find another love and go off into the sunset. Whoa, go off in that sunset. Yeah. Yeah. Go on and live that life. Just go ahead and kick that baby out the door on your way down the road and go on and live that life. You don't get in trouble. Step back, you don't know what happened. Tell them 3 or 4 different stories. Go in the house and enjoy life. How stupid is that? How stupid is that? Lord help us. Sorry about that.